Here we have the Honda 4-stroke 2 horsepower outboard. This is my my motor number. So this is how I would look up the information for the motor on the website, and I'll find any parts that I need for the motor right there. So here we have the engine oil that we're gonna put. It's 10W30 marine oil, engine oil, and then we got here the 80W90 gear case oil. So with this mechanism right here, you put this end right here, right on the top screw, and you fill it up until it tops off, and you close it off. Real simple. All right, guys. Well, real quickly, I want to show you something that might be able to help you guys in the future if you try and do this. At first, I was going to put a towel on the floor just in case the oil dripped out the bucket and it was gonna make a mess. But I actually came up with this genius idea, right? Of using doggy Pampers. And I think it's gonna work real well. You see? So, if any oil gets, out of that bucket right there that I'm gonna use, it's gonna fall on these doggy Pampers that are disposable, eco-friendly, and should get the job done. Well, since I couldn't find my screwdriver, I'm using a handy dandy screwdriver. So this should be yep, loose enough. Okay. So I think when I tilt it, it should be coming out somewhere here. Let's put this right here as I'm lifting. Let's get the screw out of there. And it's definitely gonna get all over this casing. All over this Oh, wow. So what I'm realizing right now is that it is not going to just come out like that. So let's get the motor. Okay, well this works. As you can see, the motor's not that heavy. It's got a little bit of weight to it, but nothing crazy. As a matter of fact, what I'm gonna do is pry it right here. Yep. Wow, that works wonders right there. So let me give you a close up. See, so it's draining pretty well. If I lift it a little more, look at all that black oil right there. This is long due for maintenance. If you watch my channel, you know that pretty much almost every trip that I go on, I got this bad boy with me. Because, man, let me tell you, this motor takes care of me. It takes care of my body, safety, in case a bad weather storm hits, and you know how the ocean changes 1 second to the next. This thing really gets me point A to point B, back to point A. So I have to take care of her just a little tad bit. Right there, all right. This is where you read the oil level. You want it to be at I don't know, you can't really tell there, but there is a guideline. All right, there's one on this side, one on this side, and once you start filling it, that's pretty much where you want it to be at. So this is where you drain the oil, and this is where you replace the oil. All right, and this is where you want to pour it in, pour in the new oil. And guys, please, if you know a better way of taking out the old oil through this hole here without making this mess right here, please leave it in the comment below. This won't be the last time that I have to do maintenance, and I'd like to have a better routine every time. So I would go picking up, seeing things that could have done a little better and just change it next time. But this is my second time changing the oil, and I remember the first time was even messier than this. So I'm doing good. So here we go. So I'm actually gonna look as I'm pouring. I'm gonna look at the motor, right? So now, see, it goes up and then it slowly goes back down as it starts to drain into the system. That's the guide. That's where you want it at. So when you look at it level, right there is slightly below. So I kind of need to put a little more in there. Alright guys, I pretty much finished up on the motor oil, on the engine oil. So now I'm gonna drain the gear oil. I kind of don't want to have anything suck up the oil here. I don't have something to put here to gather the oil, so I'm just gonna stack a few paper towels and let it absorb it, since it's not a lot. Actually, you want to open the top first. As soon as this bad boy is out of there, you see all the oil drain out. There it goes. There it goes. Look how dirty that oil is. My God. Black. Look at that. It's long, dude. So, doing some research on this, they recommend you don't want to put the new oil and then have it mix in with that nasty stuff. So they recommend you kind of flush it out there. Yeah, this part doesn't fit. That's okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna flush it out a little bit. Some of that new oil kind of run out of there. Close this back up. See, it's still draining black. Let's give it one more little pump. Close that bad boy up. Alright, so now you come over here. I'm gonna insert it right there. You're gonna just a little bit at a time, just a little bit. You'll know when it's overflowing. You'll see it's, there it goes. That's overflowing. Alright, so once you reach that point, that's when you know you're good. there, you want to put the screw back in. I'll tighten all this before I get out on the water. And there you have it. That's how you change your gear oil. And it goes from looking like this to something more like that. Nice clean oil in there. You get smooth run on your propeller and your engine. It's important maintenance that's definitely required for these small outboards. Alright guys, so this is actually the carburetor right here. This is the air guide. This is the throttle. This is the choke. Alright, so I'm actually going to take all this apart. I'm going to get in here and give this carb a good cleaning. And I'll put everything back together. Once I have it all ready, back and ready to run, I'll give it a start just so you guys can see. It should turn on first pull, maybe not the first time around because it needs to suck in some new gas. And I'm actually not going to change or clean out the gas tank, but you probably should, especially if you're not using Rec 90 gas, which is ethanol free gas. I don't, because I don't have a close by gas station that has ethanol free gas. So I do use regular gas. It's not the end of the world. You do have to clean out the carb more often, and just, it's not a big deal. You'll be fine. 8mm. Okay. So I'm gonna try with 8mm. Yep, so 8mm works there. Goes here. Perfect. So this is actually the screw that holds top end, or the left side. Get this one out, hold the right side. Take out the air guide. Get the throttle out. So I'm going to use the knife. Pry it off. Sweet. So now, nice and free. Boom. And there you have it. It's the carburetor. This is the gasket. Just still in good condition. You could reuse that gasket. Put the gas line out. Alright guys, so here I have some carb cleaner. Kind of old, but it doesn't matter. You want to spray the carb cleaner in here and in here. Alright, so we're going to take it all apart. Put it like this. Alright, so it fits in snug right there. On. There we go, let's give it a shot. Suck in some gas, put the choke on.